40, caution, wake turbulence. Pilot's discretion, taxi in position, hold on, wait 25 right. Traffic will cross downfield.
6 Star. Yeah, your broken ceiling clears up all the way to the west end of the valley.
Nice, thank you. Frequency change approved.
Same line control, change over progress, clear on my clear.
At the time I was in the Air Force and I was flying an F-106. The F-106 is a single-seat, single-engine interceptor capable of speeds in excess of Mach 2. It was a wonderful aircraft to fly, very maneuverable, and I really enjoyed my time with it. And most of my flights were a lot of fun, and most of them were fairly uneventful. But in this particular morning was going to be a very routine flight.
Kilo 010 flight, altimeter 3041. Contact departure control when com, clear for takeoff.
So we were flying that day. The lead aircraft was a fellow by the name of Jack Butcher. Now, Jack was an ex-POW from Vietnam. So I'm just hanging on his wing and, of course, ready to take over if I need to, but basically I'm the number 2 guy on this flight. I felt the old kick in the pants and started to roll down the runway, 50 knots, 70 knots, 100 knots, and then Jack raised his nose and I raised mine at the same time, and we broke ground together. As soon as my gear started to fold up, there was a call over the tower frequency.
Kilo 02, wingman, here's you're on fire.
I immediately knew he was talking about me, and I looked down into the cockpit, a small, cramped cockpit, and saw heavy smoke billowing up from the floorboards.
I'm on fire, Jack. I'm going to try to get out of here.
Daylight time will be 9.
Tower 2 copy. Kilo 02 says he's on fire.
As soon as the guy told me I was on fire, I knew the aircraft was doomed. I put the aircraft into a bank and started to look ahead of me. I'm just a few hundred feet off the ground, and I'm trying to find a place to put this doomed aircraft, but I'm going so fast that as soon as I see something ahead of me, it's already past me. And so it was just an amazing phenomena that I couldn't project where to put the aircraft, because the time I projected a spot, it was already behind me. And again, all this is happening in milliseconds. I put the controls in, but nothing. As soon as I knew the aircraft was totally out of control, it was a split second before training filled that brief gap.
Just going in. Tower's punching out. Tower's punching out. Lima Kilo 02.
Daylight time will be
Departure 02. Kilo 02, go ahead. Roger, my wingman ejected and crashed. I'm going back to Towers Freak. Kilo 02, roger, contact the tower.
When I hit the ejection handles, I became almost like somebody observing the whole thing. I became an observer to the whole situation. And then I remember being weightless for just seemed like a little bit too long. I remember a flap over my face and thinking that the chute was going to tangle. And then, poof, an opening shock. And it was such a feeling of relief. And then I looked down. And I looked at a ball of flame right in front of me. And I looked at the aircraft that I had just departed, just falling out of the sky, tail first, and I watched it impact a grove of trees right below me. Here I am, in shock, lots of stuff going on. Lots of sirens going off. A fire truck, ambulance is going off, but they're not coming for me. They're headed for the crash site. And I just started to pray. Lord, don't let anybody be hurt by this. I just prayed that prayer over and over and over again until the ambulance finally came and picked me up. The apartment complex was called the Vista Oaks Apartments, and 300 people were living in that apartment complex. And all of them were sleeping in that holiday memorial morning. So I got out of my flight suit and walked to the crash site. You know, when I walked into the crash site and looked, I could not believe what I saw. A miracle is a phenomenal event that cannot be explained by pure chance. I had nothing to do with it, except I was an instrument in the whole process.